Welcome to In Hindsight, where we showcase local New Mexico, we debate on the hot topics, and are you the a-hole? And I'm your host, Dave.
And I'm Dina.
I'm Sarah.
And like always, we are joined by Rito and Octo. And today, well, we've been talking about we've been kind of doing birthday stuff. I think birthday stuff is kind of hard for if you have a family, not just big a lot of kids, even if you have just one kid, right? Because then most of them go to school and you have to invite their friends, and with the rise of social media, it kind of becomes a little bit of a competition, because they'll be well, my friend had birthday and so and so plays and how many things and so but you want it to be special, you want it to be unique, but also as a parent, unless you're a millionaire, it's gonna be expensive, especially when you're inviting people. So I think it's nice to have possibilities of different places that they can go to. I know there's places where Chuck E. Cheese, where you can rent it for the birthdays, or the trampoline parks, but those adds up real quick.
Right.
But the thing that I love about just New Mexico is there's a lot of outdoor spaces, and because people are just whoa, but it's winter, it's kind of cold, and I'm live in New York, people,
Right.
But I feel you can do birthday stuff in the park, have a cake, a little cute thing, maybe have a little cute soccer park thing, or not all kids are they want a lot of people. Some kids, they just want to invite their best friends, they're one or two friends. You can go to if it's gonna be pricey, to a trampoline park or electric playhouse. I don't know if you've ever been, at least those are if your children are not into the big party stuff, more intimate, as they get older, right? As they become teenagers, they're I'm too cool for this, whatever. I like my birthday. Just give me money.
Sure. No, they want Xbox cards, PlayStation cards, and they also have the Xbox party. There's all
the games,
the games, and then there's this thing called V-Bucks, and then there's a bunch of greatness to it, because it's a lot of fun. I've also had some of the kids wanted to go to movies. Everybody invites everybody to the movies, to something that's
and
just
they all
come
meet
out.
there.
Yeah, and they all be that's also a great party.
Yeah.
Or the golf area here in Montgomery,
Oh, Top Golf.
the Top Golf.
That place is
Yeah.
expensive.
And also the entertainment where there's a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Also on that Montgomery area, but it's on the other side of Top Golf.
Right.
Yeah, what
Right.
do you call that?
I don't
Entertainment?
remember
Yeah.
what it's called, but it's a big activity area. Bowling.
Bowling, yeah.
There's
I think
video
I did
games, everything.
once or twice there. So,
Yeah.
Or the other one in
In Coronado
School.
Mall?
Indian School. Yeah, there's one in round one.
Round one is in
Yeah,
Coronado.
in Coronado, and there's one in Cool Springs, and one in Indian School, which is the
Trampoline parks, yes.
yeah, that old park for the kids. They do birthdays too.
Yeah. Because if you, and also if you want to do picnics, you can have picnics in the park. I mean, also for the kids
We
that are
do that.
and actually my birthday's in March, so it's 50-50. Sometimes
is-
it's beautiful, sometimes
Yeah,
it's freezing, or
it's beautiful because
I'll invite you to
it's-
flag football in March when we start doing birthday parties in the park. You want to
let's
go?
do it.
You want to do
We'll
flag
see.
football? You can do flag football.
Yeah.
I'll get you some gloves. The gloves that if somebody throws you the ball.
No,
you
it's
just
not that. It's
you're like-
allergy season
Oh,
because of the change
Change
of
of-
colors.
I'll get
Or
you some
spring,
Zyrtec.
yeah,
we'll get some Zyrtec.
yeah, yeah.
Then you let me sleepy.
Or people don't think about little cute things where if your kids are into outdoorsy stuff, you guys can hike. In Radioso, on the winter, you can do the not the
The-
sledding, the what is it, the round one?
Toboggan.
No, it's the round one. It's like a little round one.
Saucer?
Anyways, like we did it with my
Toboggan?
nephews. It's not toboggan. It's
It's tubes?
The tube.
yeah, tubing. There you go. It's
Tubing.
tubing.
Look, just let me go with it. I'm
yeah,
trying.
it's tubing.
Yeah,
and
winter
it's
tubing.
and it's really cool because like the tubing there, I think it was like $40 per person, but they have like the cool electric escalator
Escalator
thing.
to go up.
So you grab the little thing, and then you just stand there, and it takes you all the way up. And there's there's like 5 or 6 of them. So like I mean
Yeah,
the
but
line
it's
is
just like the
yeah.
line is so long.
No,
Especially
but that
yeah.
makes it fun. That
no,
makes it a
yeah.
lot of fun.
Because like the thing is like while we're waiting in line, we would play heads up, or like we would like chit chat, like oh, which one do you want? Like we're gonna. I'm like a hype man, so like I will hype my nephews. I'll be like, oh, so you try like that one, like which one you want to try? Like why are you scared of that one? Oh, we should go together. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So. And it's also like in between, like while you're waiting, we had like our hot cocoa. So like we'll drink it from the bottom all the way to the top,
you go down.
And how
you
long
need
does
to go-
this happen in Rio Doso? At Rio Doso, right?
I think for the
There's, like-
winter, I think either January, maybe even February. I have to look at it. But
I
yeah,
think it's the
it was
entire time.
Okay, so
January.
see,
So
I'm
winter.
way into that. I'm way into that because I got camping, going outside. I'm the outdoor girl.
and in the summer, also in Ridioso, they have a roller coaster
Yeah, that's a roller
that goes on the side
Yeah.
of the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that?
It's
Yeah.
cool, but I'm not doing that one. No,
No, I don't.
I
want
bet
it.
I'm that one person.
I bet you-
Guess what? Breaking news: Dina broke the roller coaster today.
I bet
that
you
would be me.
I bet
flying
you
out.
the Sharknadoes would love it.
Yes.
I bet
don't
you they'll
like
be
that
like,
either. I am the person who would like say, "Why are we paying for something that would make me scared?"
because
Because I
to
get
me,
scared.
that's the kind of thrill I like because it's controlled. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
What is it though?
But the possibility of dying is like very slim. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
guess.
like I'm not like climbing to Mount Everest. You know what I mean? Or like cycling. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I literally like driving here. I told my husband like there was like a guy in a bike, and I'm like, like you. I'm like, oh, I hope I have that kind of motivation. You know?
Yeah.
Like I walk my dog for 2 hours. Okay, we go outside for 2 hours and walk for 2 hours. But that's because like, he's a chunky boy. He needs exercise. And, I'm happy walking him. I don't think of it as exercise. It's more like I don't want you to have an accident in my house. So like bring it all out here.
Yeah.
Empty out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's
Then you
also
feed
like
him again.
yeah.
I'm good as long as it's fast. Okay, like a jumping. I bungee jumped once. That was the easiest thing ever because it was over with.
I can't
But I
do
didn't even
You
have
can't
time.
overthink, yeah.
Yeah, I just did it, and it was like the best thing of my life. Now jumping out of a plane, of course,
does-
I had somebody like holding on to me, but that was a difficult experience. Yeah.
I want to do that.
I didn't like it. It just lasted too long. It's
'Cause
like
you're
I need
waiting
this to
there.
be over with right now.
Did you see people like jumping before you?
Yes, I'm just not good at that. It's like as long as I can get it quick and done, I'm fine. But like a roller coaster,
I saw something in YouTube that this person jumped and then it wasn't supposed to be, she's not supposed to jump, but then she jumped and then that tie was tied to the other person. So they went together.
Together?
oh,
And it was funny. That was funny. I said, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for the second person
Person.
who got in because, she wasn't ready.
and then what can you do? Because you're already there.
You're already there.
That's it.
They'll have to pull you back.
It's
That's
like, how do I land? And then you can't remember.
Yeah.
I did that twice in my whole life. On a birthday, like I was on a mini bike and I forgot where the brakes were. Not a good thing. Straight
Yeah.
into a pole. Think.
Oh,
It was
mine is
great.
not. It's straight in the pole. It's straight into the mountain. It's like go up and then go down again, and it was like a road. The next one.
And I'm
Yeah.
screaming, where are the brakes? Too late. It was great. It was great.
So,
Anyhow.
but yeah, no, it's just like, I think like, I'm not even a parent, but like I said, it's like my nephews were here for the summer. That was like 5 weeks. 5 weeks of like all out activities. I mean, technically, I didn't have to, But you know, it's just like it's fun because like I remember when I was young and in the summer, you know, when you're in that age, like you know, there's still like a little bit of magic and everything is still fun. You have no bills, you have no responsibility, all you have to deal with is school and your parents, you know. So you know, ignorance is bliss kind of thing. So. You know, so it's just like I think like also like I said, it's like with the social media thing too. Like sometimes birthdays are getting like out of control, you know, and it adds up really quickly. Like everything adds up, and then you have to stress out about it, and you have to book things in advance for so long, and then make sure people RSVP, you know, and then also like if you don't invite certain people, like you know,
That's why what I
think-
do is that I just don't. I don't celebrate birthday with others. Just my family, and that's it.
I kind of avoid it, besides the immediate family.
Yeah.
I avoid because I can't keep up with everybody's wants and needs, you know? I just can't. So it's hard enough for me to make sure the birthday party goes well for whoever we're having it for. But, you know, if an adult is having, they need to fix that because I can't do everything.
Yeah.
I'm fixing a baby. I'm fixing a child. I'm making sure that is going to happen first,
Yeah.
and then worry. But you're like the auntie everybody wants to go to. Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I'm even
I-
jealous, and I'm
I
not even
really
her nephew.
am. Like everybody's
Can I
just
be
like,
your niece?
Yeah.
Well, here we
Can you
are.
adopt
Pick us.
me?
We're orphans.
Can you be my Can you be my aunties, and I'll be your niece?
Yeah, that's so funny.
Because you pay for everything.
No, it really is. Because, like, even when we visit, like, my nephews or, like, my goddaughters, like, I will tell them, it's like, you know, bring your friends or whatever. And then we'll go out to eat. And their friends will be like, you know, well, what can we get? And I'm like, well, what are you hungry for? You know, if you can eat it and you can finish it,
Why
Okay.
not, right?
you know?
Yep, not a problem.
Yeah. That's why my sister's like, don't have kids. Can't spoil my kids anymore.
Oh,
So yeah, no, you know, it's like speaking of like you know feelings getting hurt with like invitations and stuff. I think like you know because like I am definitely like a birthday person, and then there was a part of my life where I did get a little bit annoyed because like birthdays are important to me personally, and I love celebrating like friends' birthdays. So like I think like there was a part of time in my life where I felt like people weren't taking my birthday personally, you know. But I mean, I was also younger, so you know, I was in my 20s. So you know, because like I think because like I put so much thought on other people's birthdays that like I kind of expected them to do in return, like not thinking that like some people are not like that. You know, some people that's not their love language or that's not the way they grew up, that's not the culture they were in. You know what I mean? Because like I am definitely like the kind of person that like if you told me to plan you a birthday and you want 25 people, I will make it happen. You know, I will book everything, do anything. Like I'm like the hostess with the mostest.
like the birthday planner.
So I think like there was a time where, well, there was also a little bit of drama, because like one birthday of mine, I was in the middle of like two friends and they don't like each other, you know, so it becomes like, well, who do I invite? You know what I mean? And I felt like I'm too old for this kind of thing. And then like I felt like I was asking permission from one of them to bring the other one kind of
Oh,
thing.
that's weird.
Yeah, and it's like then I felt like, but it's my birthday. You know, like I should be able to invite whoever I want. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So like why am I asking for permission, you know, to invite someone for my birthday?
Well, who was the one complaining about it?
It was like one of the friends, because like I was stuck in the middle.
Then that's the person that has the problem. If the other person is not saying anything or doesn't care if that other person's there or not, then it's that person that has the problem. She's making an awareness or he's making an awareness. That is not the other person's issue.
Yeah, and
You
I
know.
think like also like
She
I mean
might
I
not
don't
even know.
I don't doubt that like everybody had like some kind of drama with their birthdays at like one time or another, you know, where like like, you know, you invest like so much to like this person, and then like they don't like reciprocate back, you know. So you felt like, you know, like why am I investing so much? And then I felt guilty because I felt like, am I just making birthdays like too important? You know, like, am I that person that like expecting other people to do the same for me because like I do it for their birthday?
No, that's not who you are. I don't feel that's who you are. I think what you're doing, if you don't mind me saying so, I think what you're doing is, it's not about you, it's about making that person feel special for that one moment. And what's wrong with that?
Yeah. And I think like that's why, like, I think as you get older, because like, you know, lesson learned, because I think like honestly, like friendship breakups are harder than actual breakups for me. Because I feel like when you have friendship breakups, you know, because like you tell them sometimes more intimate things that you tell your partner, or you ask them the advice, or, you know, kind of like run through them before you run through it with your significant other. You know what I
I
mean?
just had that happen. Yes, I just had that happen to me, where I had told a friend a lot of intimate, you know, important things, and even venting. You know, sometimes just venting and saying certain things. And to my surprise, it was not something that I expected. I invested in her being a very good friend. And I was completely wrong. But you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
Did I learn anything from it? Yes. Did I trust too much? Yes.
Yes.
But to celebrate something fabulous, never stop. Always be you.
Yeah. And I think like that's what
Right?
like I realize is that, you know, I am not everybody's cup of tea. I get that. Like I'm like a bulldozer. Like I am a lot. Like I have accepted this fact. Like I tried to deny it for years. But then my husband is just like, have you seen yourself? Have you seen yourself? You know, like your friends call you a cartoon. And I'm like, you're right. So, you know, it's just like I am a lot. You know, I am a very intense person. But then I realized that, like, you know, not everybody is into that, and I get that. That's okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's that saying, it's like, you know, you could be the ripest and the sweetest peach, and somebody might not even like you because they have allergies, or they don't like peaches, or they don't even like the color of peaches.
Or maybe your positive energy is just something they can't handle.
Yeah. And,
I get the same thing. I'm a different person. I'm not anywhere near like the normal, what anybody would call. I do things. I'm artistic. I'm fun. I play. Like, how many old ladies do you know play? You know, like, you don't see that, and then they treat you like it's a bad thing. You know, for me to actually get up and move, like I'm hurting somebody's feelings, or the way I look, or the way I do my hair. That's one of my favorite songs, you know, Pink. You know, Pink. You know, they don't get me. They don't get my hair. They don't get my clothing. You know what? I get you. What's wrong with having fun with your life? Nothing.
Yeah. That's why you don't have to think about
Right.
these people. Like, if they're like that, then just avoid them.
yeah. Well, the thing also is, like, that's when I realized that, like, you know, people are going to talk about me.
And
Let me give them something to
They're
talk
not the
about.
one. You're not the one with the problem.
yeah.
They are. Because people accept you for who you are, and that's the way it is. Right?
Like my favorite thing of all time that like my husband still doesn't kind of grasp is that you're allowed to just exist. You know, you are not made to produce, right? You're not made so people can use you for something or vice versa. You are just allowed to exist, to live. You don't have to be something. You don't have to be getting any better or greater or whatever it is. You're just allowed to just exist.
But your life, the way I see you, is you're a light. You're not something that's dim and dark. You're a light in someone's life. I try to be a light in my family's life. If I can't afford something and I'm going to celebrate you, just let me celebrate. And you know, my my family lets me celebrate them. And that is what's good. And it doesn't have to be a $200 gift. They would rather have a homemade cake from me than me go to the store and buy that cake, because it's just the thought.
Yeah.
So, you know, be happy that you're a light. I think.
I mean, I'm just happy, and you know, my husband is like very content. You know, I'm not. I mean, am I gonna change for anyone? Not
No.
anymore. But I think like that's why, like, you know, sometimes you just have to find your tribe, kind of thing. You have to find your community,
Yeah.
because like I said, like it's okay to not be someone's cup of tea.
Right.
But am I gonna be like petty and like when I see you, I'll be like, oh my god, that bee.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
also
I'll
they
just be
said,
like,
you know, when
know?
you choose friends, you have to choose friends for the future, not for the past.
Right. I also choose friends like there's also things like my belief system. I'm not talking about religion or anything like that. I'm talking about what I value in my life, and I value my family. I value my husband. I value my children, and every single step that I try in my life, and I'm saying try. Every decision I make is about them.
yeah,
How is it going to hurt them? How is it going to, you know, what will it do? What ripple effect will I have?
yeah, because you're a mama. You're a mama
Right.
bear.
And I'm not about to, I don't care how big this situation is for me. I am not going to hurt another person, or at least I'm going to try not to. And it won't be for a selfish reason. And I will get rid of a friend
'Cause
if
it's
I
not
can't
worth it.
handle it. If I can't handle it myself, don't put me in the middle of something. Don't make me a part of your stuff, because I can't handle the negative energy.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't.
No, I can understand. I think that's why, like, what I learned from that mistake of like being kind of like in the middle.
Oh,
But it's just like that's the thing. It's just like you don't really know how to deal with it till you're in that situation, because as an adult, you don't really deal with that. They kind of like deal with each other, right? But the thing is just like I mean, you know this, like I invite people into my home. You know, I am the hostess with the mostest. So like, you know, I like bringing people into my home, and then it became like a tit of tat of like, well, if I invite this person's not going to come and vice versa. So I'm like making different events for like specific people, and I'm like, this is dumb. Because, you know, it's like, I mean, you go to work with people you don't like, you know what I mean? I go to places and things that's like, you know, I don't like that person, but I'm not going to be like mean to them. If they say hi to me, I'm going to say hi to them. Because at the end of the day, you know, we're all just living our life. We have our own struggles. You don't know what that person is dealing at the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I have no ill will to other people. Specific people I do. Very short list, but there is. But most people, like, I'm just like as silly as it say, I become indifferent to them.
Right.
I know they exist. I know they have to live their life, but I'm not gonna add stress to myself thinking about them. There was like a saying. I'm like, I'm not gonna let them live rent free, right, in my head, because that's like, you know, I would rather have positive things or fun things that like living there. Like, why would I like poison my own self?
right.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. So, and I think like when I realize, like, because sometimes when we think about like our own personal things, like you do question yourself, right? I think that's why like we have the am I the a-hole situation kind of subreddit thing. It's because like sometimes we do think like, am I overreacting? Like, was it just like, was I mad because it was like my birthday? Would I be mad if it was like another event? You know, but then I realized, I'm like, no, wait, my birthday is important and I love my birthday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't get to dictate what I want to do and what I want for my birthday, because I would not do that to you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, I will not be the kind of friend that'll be like, well, I don't like Sarah, so, you know, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, no, I'm coming. Is there cake? I will be there. Is there food? I will be there. Like, I'm sorry, but nobody's stopping me from getting food. Okay?
Right.
No.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. And I think that's why, like, you know, birthdays are important. And I think you have to also vocalize and communicate to the people that you love and that know you that, like, you know, like I said, it's like we're not psychics. They wouldn't know. Like if you tell them, it's like, hey, you know, I'm a really big birthday person. You know, you don't have to like come to my birthday, but like, can we like, you know, do something? You know what I mean? Like, cause I do, you know, I do appreciate it. You know, I do love getting showered by love. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And I think like that's why that's the hardest thing, because like you don't want to look like you're being petty because it's your birthday. But then I feel like if you're my friend, why wouldn't you want to celebrate the amazing me? I celebrate the amazing you. You know what I mean? Right?
I love that.
Yeah. I know my husband is just like, well, there's nothing, if anything, you have nothing short of confidence. It's not something you're lacking of.
I would never have the cojones to say that I'm like the most wonderful thing in my house, because everybody would probably laugh at me.
We have Sharknadoes, that's why.
Yes, but you know, I would love to be able to do that one day. Just like amazing. Let's celebrate.
Oh
it.
yeah, no. Everybody knows it. Like everybody that like my nephews know it.
I love
my
that.
goddaughters know it. Like if there's anything that I can give to my husband, it's a little bit of ounce of self-confidence. Because I told him, I'm like if I'm gonna live in this, I might as well like it. I might as well love it. You know, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I already have a husband. At the end of the day, I'm not alone. Somebody fancies me. Somebody thinks this is amazing, and I think I'm amazing, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
You know. So and that's why like I think it's like kind of funny. But like speaking of that, so like let's start with our tea, because it's also interesting.
Oh, are we drinking tea?
Yes, because this is also about like birthday party. Because am I the a-hole for not going to my friend's birthday party? So I, 23F, didn't go to my friend's 26F birthday party, and now she's mad. Let's start at the beginning. My friend, that we will call Chloe, was planning a birthday trip away to a different city for the weekend. I told her that I could only come on Sunday because I had a class on Saturday morning and wanted to save money. So it was agreed I will come for a day trip on Sunday. Moving forward a couple of weeks, I had decided to make plans to have a date with my boyfriend, who I don't see often, on the Saturday after my class. As from my knowledge, I thought Chloe and our friends had booked things for the weekend trip. Note, this date plan was planned a while ago, and both of us were just waiting for a day we will both be free for it, with her boyfriend. Then a few weeks later, the week of Chloe's birthday weekend, everything changed. Chloe has decided to stay in the city we all live in and have a party on Saturday night instead. After I heard this, I told her I had plans on that, and that her changing her plans was too last minute for me. She wasn't happy about it, but I couldn't cancel on my boyfriend after not seeing him for so long. Then on Saturday during my class, Chloe texted me a ridiculously long message with really mean words, basically telling me I am the worst friend for not coming to her party. But how was I going to be able to message her back? I was in class, and after class I had my date. She hasn't messaged me the many days before, so I didn't message back until the next day. This obviously aggravated Chloe because she then gave me the silent treatment for many days. Then after that, she exploded and texted me horrible things again, saying things like I was inconsiderate and didn't care, that how can she call me a friend, and so on. We kept talking in circles until I said that we should talk it out, which she agreed. On the day we met, she walked in with so much anger, telling me to speak up, and you're so quiet. I explained my side once again, that she had changed the location last minute, that couldn't make it to the party, and that I will always be free only on Sunday. Chloe then told me that I was not a real friend, and that if I was the boy, the boy should have come second. She also asked how I would have felt if she had gone on a date with her boyfriend on my birthday party. However, I wouldn't have cared. After there were lots of silence, and it was so awkward. I'm sure she felt it too. Now I'm feeling confused. I don't understand her. I would have understood it had not gone if the party had been planned in advance. But it wasn't. Even after I explained my side, she's still really mad at me. What do you think, my day-ho? You can tell they're in their 20s, right?
Right.
I go first. Me first. That's screaming like me first before anyone else.
It really
You know.
is.
So, yeah, I'm not that person who would do that.
If you're
Yeah.
you're changing plans
Last minute.
last minute, then you better expect the repercussions. People are going to cancel because, you know, they're not around your world all day long.
Yeah, you're not living their lives.
Right, and they have to consider your feelings too. There's no reason for her to be upset or him to be upset because, in all honesty, once you change those plans, the time and stuff, then you're leaving it up to half those people not showing up.
Well, yes, especially like, you know, you have school and then work and other responsibilities. You know, it's like planning is really, really important.
Right.
You know, especially like, I mean, even when I was living in New York in my 20s, like, I would have to plan things because, you know, like I have friends that are accountant depending on the season.
Right.
Like, you know, tax season, I would not see them for like months because that's like, they're going to be on pile and pile of like tax shenanigans. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you know, you abandoned me. You abandoned me. You know, like my dog who thinks like us going to the store is like abandoned for forever. But, you know, it's like one of those things where like, it's hard.
Is it that big of a deal nowadays? I mean,
I
you
don't-
know, to call and say to, hey, or text or whatever it is, you know, that you say, I'm sorry, I can't make it, something came up, and then people are really not talking to you forever anymore?
I feel like it's just
what it is?
relationships. It's just communication. Cause like I think, like I said, it's just like when I had that like drama with my birthday thing, you know what I mean? It's just like, I felt like, okay, if you're my friend, you should have understood. But then she felt like, if you're my friend, you should have understood how I feel.
Yeah, maybe they're
kind of
not
thing.
compatible.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Yeah, like they're not compatible, and that they don't read their thoughts. You know, like you should have known her schedule is very hectic. Then you should have understand.
When is your birthday again?
March
March.
24, you said.
Yes,
Was
I
it
had it
24th?
memorized. I was like, did I miss her birthday?
Hey, 10, 9,
Yeah, that's
Hey,
why.
10,
Yeah,
9.
that's what I said. Like,
Yeah.
it was your birthday in January because when she asked me for to go to Scalo, and I said it's too cold.
No, but the thing is just like,
Was that your mid-birthday, like
No.
the half thing?
no.
Is that a
Oh,
how?
come on, come on. Was it really?
No, because it's January. No, but like usually, like when I message you guys, right?
Who
you know,
who went? Did
I went
Angie
with,
went?
like, yeah.
Did
no,
Angie went?
No, like because we were recording that day,
Ah.
so we already had lunch like before, and we had a late lunch. It was like 4, and then like after that, like I just went to the mall, and then like, you know, I had to go to Scalo. But like usually when I message you guys those kind of message, if it's not a week, you know, I usually
I think
like
you did it the
but-
day before or a
yeah.
few days before.
But like I usually also tell people like, hey, I know this is kind of last minute, you know, that kind of thing. I understand that you might have like plans already, but I figure it
what did
doesn't
I
hurt
say?
to
I
ask.
didn't know.
No,
what
but she didn't tell me, and I dropped her off.
Yeah. No,
You didn't
I
tell me
told.
there was no birthday brunch happiness.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it's not a birthday.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't a birthday, though.
It wasn't a
No,
birthday. It was
no.
just dinner.
That's
Yeah, it
why
was
I
like
kinda, like,
it was
checked.
supposed to be a birthday, but then Sunny couldn't make it because she's sick, and it was supposed to be her thing. But like she was sick, so like I just decided to just keep the reservation and just have like, you know, Happy New Year's technically.
cool.
Say your
Fun,
New
fun,
Year's
fun.
kind of thing.
I don't know what did I
Yeah.
tell you that I couldn't go.
Yeah, but I think you either have like a taping or something that you had to do. But like I said, it's like when I feel like it's kind of last minute, I kind of give people a reason to
Oh, I
kind of
have
say
an
no.
audition. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
you know that audition that comes and. we
No,
need
I
to
don't
do
know
it.
that, Sarah. But I will one day.
Yeah, there's this audition that I did that they sent it to me at 8 o'clock in the evening, and you have to submit it in few hours. And I did it at 1 o'clock in the morning
Oh, wow.
because it's due in the morning of, and I always send my audition quickly before, you know. I always do that. So, and I got stuck with 2 in one day.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Did you have to choose one or the other?
Oh no, I just have to do it.
She's like, she's not playing around.
Are
No,
you
the- no,
okay?
the- no, the
I
only
would
thing-
be jumping out my shoes right now, so excited
Yeah.
for 2 auditions.
I-
and, you know, just
yeah.
like I'm so happy for you.
No, it's
That's
because
awesome.
you know, if you're studying, if you're in class for many, many months and you've been doing a lot of auditioning, you know, scene is audition technique, scene study all the time. And then you're doing table reads all the time, cold reads all the time. This gets easy and easy as it goes.
Yeah.
Does
It
it?
becomes
Okay.
practice.
But
yeah.
it's hard when the first time, and now they're not even asking you to memorize it anymore. They just said, you can do a cold read, like reading it on the side, and it's even easier. But for me, I really like to memorize
Yeah.
because I cannot. My eyes will be like, like this. If I'm reading for something, you could see it in my eyes that I'm reading.
Like on a teleprompter?
Yeah. If you have
Okay.
a teleprompter, you can see it. Like my agent also said it. You were reading. I said, no, I'm not reading. But I know I said, because I was looking for a dot. Because I have a dot there, and that's what I'm looking. Because if I don't have a dot, my eyes will be like twitching. It's an actor's.
Oh, here I am thinking .com or
No,
dot.
no, dot.
Okay, sorry.
Like a
a
red
dot,
dot,
like
yeah.
something
Like
to
an
stare
actual,
at.
yeah.
Yeah, because my eyes keep on doing this. It's an actor's stick. That's what they call. But anyway, sorry, I'm out of topic.
Yeah.
But we're talking about
Yeah.
what are we talking
No,
about?
but the
Yeah.
thing is,
Birthdays
Oh,
like,
because of
and,
the- because of the
compatibility.
celebrations.
Yeah.
because of the dinner that
Yeah.
we canceled.
But yeah, but like I said, it's just like usually also like when I invite people, I don't assume they're gonna come. It's an invitation, right?
Right.
That's the thing also is that sometimes I feel like it's not an invitation, it's more a demand. And if it is, let me know.
yeah.
Like it's like I feel like if you're inviting me, I should have a say to
Right.
say yes or no. I mean,
Yeah,
I have a life. I have other plans.
Yeah.
Do you find that when you get demanded, like when someone demands, I don't show up? I really don't. And I don't know if it's because my whole life, gets messed up or if I make that happen. Like you just have a bad day and don't know why and you just end up not showing up to that occasion or whatever. I think that that's what happens to me. Like I sabotage myself into not going
Yeah.
because someone has told me I had to. And a birthday should always be wanting,
Yeah.
right? Shouldn't it be wanting?
I think it also depends because like family stuff, because she's Filipino, like you have to like go to things you don't really want to go to.
I don't
You
know.
know?
You'd go because
Yeah.
of the food,
Well, I'll go definitely for the food.
right?
I go
But
for the
like-
food, but if parking is hard, I won't go. if
And
I'm
it
going
is
to
cold.
park,
I'm not going there.
yeah, if I'm going to park like 2 blocks away and it's like 21 degrees in Albuquerque,
Yeah.
expect me I'm not going because I was like already thinking that I may get, I might slide
Yes.
and then go to the hospital for
Yeah.
going to your party. That's what I'm thinking because
Yeah.
of that weather. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I mean,
But of course, the person who's inviting you would not even think that.
No.
Yeah. So.
But like I said, it's just like, I think birthdays are important, but I think like also you need to communicate. And I
Yeah.
think that's hard to when you're like at that age, you don't even know yourself, right? You're still like trying to know yourself. Like you don't even know your friends because like you're trying to figure out making mistakes of your own, trying to like find out like who you are, what you want, what you like, what kind of friends do you really want to surround yourself with. Like, I mean, the great thing about being in your 20s is that you get to make mistakes and have fun with it. And I think
Yes.
like
Yeah,
people don't
and
want to
grow-
like, yeah,
Yeah, and learn from it.
and learn from it.
I have always been afraid of having parties because I'm afraid nobody will show up. That's just my little
Yeah.
stuff.
This is what we do. Whenever we have parties and nobody showed up or only few showed up and said, more food for us.
Yeah.
Right? And game night, that's us. Game night.
More food for us because
Yeah.
we always make a lot
Bad
of food.
Right?
So now we have
Like leftovers.
yeah. And the people who were there were very happy because they always get a lot of food to
Home.
bring
Yeah,
home.
they bring their own little containers.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
That's what I did for Christmas at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Bring your own container if you plan on taking
Yeah,
food.
you did that on your party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the
because there's
Halloween.
so many food.
I usually do. That's why like everybody's just like, I love going to your place. I always come home with like food. I don't have to
They
make
even get your trash.
I think I ate half the food that was there that day.
Those kids
It
took
was
your
so
trash.
good.
So,
sorry.
well,
I don't know.
what do you guys think? Like, what is your take on birthdays, friendships? Please send us if you have any tea. Send us your tea. We like tea,
Yes.
just not ours, other people's. And if you are any businesses or you would like to be on our show, if you want to promote something, you want to sponsor it, we are happy to. Please follow us on our website, our social media.
It's below.
Yes, but for now,
Below the
this is
screen.
our show, and see you guys next week.
Bye.